Tonight, NTV can authoritatively reveal that more than 1 billion shillings could be disappearing into thin air every year through a structured and well-calculated inflation of salaries. After revelations by the country's Controller of Budget, Margaret Nyakango, earlier this week, that some salaries paid through the Consolidated Fund services are inflated sometimes up to 3 times, we have exclusively obtained documents detailing the discrepancies of what possibly had been going on for years but only came to light now. NTV Senior Political Affairs reporter Ibrahim Karanja with the details.
I found out that my salary was budgeted at 3 times what I'm paid.
From this damning revelation by the country's Controller of Budget, Margaret Nyakango, when she appeared before the National Dialogue Committee earlier in the week, it was clear that tons and tons of money paid through the Consolidated Fund services were either lost or stolen through budgeted corruption, where save for a person holding a vantage position like Nyakango, an ordinary mwananchi may not notice the unusual figures. Whereas her Salaries and Remuneration Commission gazetted monthly salary for the year ended June 2023 was 765,188 shillings per month, thus earning a cumulative sum of 9.18 million shillings, the Treasury had budgeted for a monthly pay of 1.485 million shillings, which adds up to an annual pay of 17.82 million shillings. In excess of 8.6 million shillings, clearly inflated. When she raised the concern, the total sum for the year in Treasury's budget would be reviewed downwards to 10.15 million shillings, which was still way above what she actually earned. In light of this, NTV took a deep dive to get an understanding of just how much monies could be lost through loopholes in the name of inflated salaries. With supporting documents, the findings are mind-boggling. It is a shocking revelation that this is a trend that may have been going on unnoticed for years on end, and hundreds of millions, if not billions of shillings have disappeared through this budgeted corruption. On a sample of a few officers drawn from only 8 institutions and paid through the Consolidated Fund services, a comparison between the salaries gazetted by the SRC vis-a-vis what the National Treasury budgeted shows that in excess of 90.8 million shillings was budgeted to be stolen. To give you a better understanding, the President and Deputy President are supposed to jointly earn a sum of 32 million and 51,000 shillings 256 as their salaries for 1 year, according to what has been gazetted by the SRC. Yet the Treasury has budgeted for 42,439,881 in the current financial year 2023-2024, a discrepancy of 10.3 million shillings. The Auditor General's actual salary for the entire year is 11.4 million shillings, while what is budgeted for is 21.5 million shillings, again having a discrepancy of 10 million shillings. At the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission IEBC, Commission Chair and Commissioners all pulled together are supposed to earn 78,055,596 shillings per year, yet the Treasury budgeted 27,759,526 shillings more, thus totaling to 105,815,122 shillings. The same inflation is seen in the salaries of Commission on Administrative Justice, CAJ Chairperson, the National Gender and Equality Commission Chairperson, the Director of Public Prosecution and the Attorney General, where an inflation of 17.8 million, 7.9 million, 108,000 and 7.8 million shillings was made. The total actual salaries for the 8 offices, mainly commissions and independent offices, is 171,115,764 shillings, yet the one budgeted for by the Treasury is 261,967,310 shillings. That is to mean that a whopping 90,851,546 shillings is designed to vanish into thin air through this structured and budgeted web of corruption. When contacted for comment, Treasury CS Professor Njuguna Ndungu said, and I quote, I have looked through our data and I do not seem to get a hold of the issue. I may need to talk to the source of the debate, end of quote. And after a further probe, the CS goes ahead to say, I sent your questions to the Auditor General because it was raised by the Controller of Budget. We wait for her response, please. End of quote. Ibrahim Karanja, NTV.